Hi, this is Sandeep SG, UR16CS081, and the program is address array calculation for 1D array. So this part I have stored 100 in the variable I, and then I have created another array which is having a storage of 10, and elements are stored from 100 to 1000, and then I have declared a pointer p, and I have declared another pointer pp, which is double pointer, and then I have stored the value of I to p, and I have stored the value, I mean the address value of p to pp, and then I have printed the value of I, and then I have printed the address of I using pointer p, and then I printed the address of p using pointer pp. And what I've done is I have printed the value of I using the pointer p, and then I have printed the base address of the array using a pointer array, and I have printed it. So what exactly happens is this value gets printed, the region where this value is stored gets printed here, and then I have printed the address, the base address, or the first address of the array, and that is this address of this element, and then I have printed the address of the second element, that is for this element, and in this line of code I have printed the value of this element, and in this line of code I have printed the value of this element, and we can do it eventually for all the elements here. And when you execute this program, it works somewhat like this. So this is the output as per requirement. The second set of code is array address calculation for 2D array. In this set of code I have declared an array which is a 2D array, and then I have created a pointer variable b wherein the address of base address is stored into pointer b, and then I have initialized an initialized a variable with an input of 0, and initialized another variable j as input of 0. Then I have asked the user and then I have displayed the base address of the 2D array, that is the where the value 1 is stored, and then using a loop I have printed all the elements one by one, and then I have used this formula to this code to get the address that is stored in the computer. I use this formula to evaluate the address manually, and I have stored the value here, and in this formula I have done it for column wise. Using these two loops, what I have done is I have printed this for all the 4 available combinations here in the array, and then I have done it, and there's this if statement does the comparison for these two variables, and it says whether the address for the row major calculated via the formula and via the computer allotted via the computer are same or not. When you execute the program, it looks somewhat like this. So here we can see the base address is displayed, the value 1 is displayed, the address allotted by the computer, the formula we use, and the address, and the column major address is also displayed, provided it says that these two numbers are matching. Same goes here, as well as in this one. Thank you.